Hello everybody, Ness here, and I just wanted to say first and foremost, thank you for watching my Sakura Spirit read-through. I can't thank you enough for watching it. If you're watching this episode first, please go back and watch the first episode and the rest of it. It is absolutely terrible and will more than likely ruin your day and or blast your eardrums. So, I guess this bonus episode, so to speak, is just me talking, for the most part. I've compiled a tiny little list because I am unable to keep mental tabs on my own blabbering. So I'll start with why I did what I did here. I saw the Sakura Spirit series, as well as other Sakura titles, go on sale on Steam, and the idea had occurred to me, what if I fully voiced a Sakura title? Because I had made the assumption that the games are fucking terrible. So I thought it would be funny. So, before I could get any of the titles myself, MV from the mad scientist named Rintaro. God damn it. Yeah, he ended up buying Sakura Spirit for me. So, that was like a kick in the face in a good way. I don't know if that even made sense, but it's all like, holy shit, someone actually supports this idea, or they have money around and want to see me torture my throat, voice, and sanity. And here we are. So, shout out to MV. I ended up getting most of the other games myself, so I could continue this absurd project of mine that I've gotten myself into by my own hand. So, I guess moving forward, now that I've done this, my honest thoughts about Sakura Spirit. At first, I thought it was horrible, like I expected. The way it was written, the way it presented itself, how the pacing of the story, the consistency of the story, or lack thereof, and just overall, I thought it was going to be miserable. And it kind of was at first. Trying to get all the characters' voices, trying to read on the fly. Most of the first episodes, like the first 3 or 4 episodes, I made the mistake of doing pure improv, where I didn't read ahead, so I didn't know what I was getting into. But later I would pre-read each section, and even still it took me several records to do. I'm not the best at reading, apparently. I really need to learn how to read. But ultimately, and this is gonna sound really painful, but the characters, most of the characters of this story have really grown on me. Like, especially Mayako and Machiko. Those two they seem like super fun. Narumi, also kind of fun. She is the ditzy girl with a sword on a stick. Mio, no. Well, we won't talk about Mio in this episode. In fact, let's not talk about Mio ever. If you want to talk about Mio, you can keep it to yourself. More for you. I do not like Mio. Which brings me to how I chose each voice for each character. Like I said in the first several episodes, I did pure improv for each voice. So, I voiced Mio terribly. I just wanted to pick like a stern, bossy voice, and there wasn't really much I could do with it. With Narumi's voice, like my signature "drop the panties right now" line, yes, I could replicate that on a whim, unfortunately, for better or for worse. I think her voice turned out okay. Sometimes in my ears I sounded like, it didn't really sound like it sounds when I listen to it when I watch the videos for playback issues. Machiko and Mayako, their voices, in my opinion, I think I did a decent job. Like, my Mickey Mouse voice for Mayako, or Machiko, I got them mixed up again, but don't worry! I just finished recording, and I've already gotten the names mixed up. This is terrible. I'm already bad with names. But, the deeper, more, I guess you could say, polite or reserved voice for Machiko, and the high-pitched squeaky voice for Mayako, I think they kind of complement their personalities a bit. And what really sucks is that I can't silently read any of these characters' lines to myself without hearing my own voice in my head reading the lines. And it's great and terrible because I personally think my voice acting is miserable, which is why I did this. So, where to from here? I am planning on doing more Sakura Spirit, or Sakura games in general. Can't do Sakura Spirit again, unless you really want me to do a remastered version, which I won't do. If you want a remastered version, just increase the quality of the video and watch it again. There's your remastered version. I also just realized that Machiko is holding like a metal sign with her hand. Didn't really look at the interest screen, but wow, okay, we got the most metal girl in here. So, regarding which Sakura title is next, I don't know. I'm recording this right after I finish the last episode, and I don't know where I'm gonna go from here. I might pick one at random. Sakura Santa looks pretty good. Bad. Maybe. I mean, I did record this in December, so maybe Sakura Santa would be the best one to do, because it would be airing sometime maybe late January or early February. Nah, I'll do that one in the summer. So, that's really all I wanted to say, get off my chest. Once again, thank you all for watching. For the couple people who watched this, or on the 0% chance that these videos go viral, then I did not expect any virality to go out of this. I just did this silly, fun little project for myself on a whim, for anyone who decided to watch along. If I could entertain at least one person, then I have done my quota. So, with plenty of further ado, I will now attempt to compile all of my scrapped and otherwise would-be deleted clips of me completely flipping up voice lines, or otherwise just giving up halfway through or messing up when I'm reading, because I really need help reading. So, compiling this is going to be rather a challenge for me. The only thing I have to work with is Windows Movie Maker. I can't really be arsed to get a better movie-making software, since I don't really need it, and I think I can make Movie Maker work. Maybe. So, yeah, this is going to abruptly cut to the blooper reels, and I don't know how to do transitions, so have fun getting lines back and forth with no warning. Every person has a dream they wish to pursue. I should probably restart. Perhaps now is a perfect opportunity. And the pursuers appeared to be armed with a katana and naginata. You conniving fuck. Is that even a word? Fuck. The girls had very graciously given me an entire room to myself, and how adorable! Maiko-chan hasn't changed a bit in all these years, still hopping around on the doorstep like my bunny. Another attack so soon? First those crafty fox crooks sneak in, twice! And now this? Hikage, report! What is the time? Shit, I fucked that one up real bad. You remember being with Tsuyuri for a while, don't you? Ah, that's none of your business. Tsu-chan took care of us for a little while, but then she took us to the mansion and sort of just left us there. Now we can only visit her when she wants to. I thought it would take more than a bit of rain to douse your warrior spirit. Pah! Warrior spirit! Yeah, I had that by the bucketful today, didn't I? Yeah, well, that was before I realized what a weak, cowardly person I am. It wouldn't take all that to stop me. I'm not that great. I'm just a girl who's trying to impress someone. You can put one of Oji-sama's old robes on if you want to. You know, while your stuff dries. This used to be the place before he became the village elder. I never really got rid of all his things. Wow, okay. That's not really the issue here. Anyway, I quickly turned around, trying my best not to peek as she finished changing. The guard saluted, snapped around, and took off. Narumi closed the door behind him and walked back to a pile of clothes. When we got there, we heard shouting and exchanged worried glances before pushing through the door. HALT, villain! Oh my! Prepare your... Oh. Did we cross into a different dimension? Stop it! Stop it! Never! I'm gonna vanquish you! Whether it was the result of the drinking or not, the warm smile caused me to pause. How long? Oh, fuck. I fucked that up already. What? As if one wasn't bad enough, you're saying we've got 2 Mios wandering around? No, silly! Of course you like all of us, but who do you like? Oh, fuck. I hit enter way too fast. 3 days later, I learned that the festival the villagers had been preparing for was coming up. I didn't know the details, but the girls had been adamant that I pay the village a visit that night. I'll try that again. Don't disappoint me now, Takahito. It is unusually considered unwise to do so. And with those words, the spirit stepped backward, seemingly fading away into the scenery as she had seen it's been a simple illusion all along. Her comments worried me a little, and if there was going to be some sort of problem, I felt it would be best to inform the girls. But who would I end up warning? 3 days later, I learned that the festival the villagers had been preparing for was coming up. I didn't know the details, but the girl had been adamant that I had paid the village that night. Wow, I need to do that again. I asked Su-chan what would make I could do that. I can't read anymore. Fuck. 3 days later, I learned that the festival the villagers had been preparing for was coming up. I didn't know the details, but the girls had been adamant that I pay a village a visit that night. Why isn't it progressing? The window wasn't focused. Wow. Let's try that again. Maiko-chan, I'm coming in! Maiko-chan, you said you wanted to talk. No way! Shit. I'm scrapping this one. I dashed past Machiko, who nodded as I walked past, lounging back on the desk. I wanted to make a good impression. I am the head of the guard, you know. Alright. I think it makes you look kind of figuring it would be shit. It worries me that I know exactly what this girl is referring to. Do you know what you can do with the both of them? My throat. I managed to duck as a large fireball of pink slime shot past me. As soon as I said I need to learn how to speak.